For billions of years, the moon has silently orbited Earth, glowing in the night sky like a permanent part of reality itself. Entire civilizations rose and fell beneath its light. Ancient humans used it to track time, predict seasons, guide ships across oceans, and create myths about gods watching from the heavens. Every generation in human history has looked up and seen the same moon hanging above the world. It feels eternal, untouchable, impossible to destroy. But now imagine something terrifying happening in the sky. One ordinary night, people around the world notice a strange crack spreading across the moon's surface. At first it looks small, almost like a dark scar. Then the crack begins glowing brighter and brighter. Within seconds, gigantic fractures spread across the entire moon like lightning racing through stone. And then, without warning, the moon explodes. The night sky instantly transforms into chaos. A blinding flash brighter than anything humans have ever seen erupts above Earth. Millions of people wake up thinking nuclear war has started. Cities across the planet freeze in confusion as alarms, telescopes, satellites, and observatories detect the impossible. The moon is gone. In its place is an expanding cloud of glowing debris stretching across space like the remains of a destroyed world. Massive fragments drift outward in every direction while smaller pieces scatter like cosmic shrapnel around Earth. For a few terrifying hours, the event might even look beautiful. The sky would fill with glowing fragments reflecting sunlight. Some pieces would burn bright orange while others shimmer silver against the darkness of space. Humanity would witness the greatest celestial event in recorded history. Social media would explode with panic and disbelief. Billions of people would stare upward, unable to fully understand what they were seeing. But scientists would know immediately. This would not simply be a visual spectacle. It would become the beginning of a planetary disaster. The moon is not just a giant rock floating near Earth. It plays a critical role in keeping our planet stable. Its gravity constantly pulls on Earth's oceans, creating tides that move billions of tons of water every single day. The moon also helps stabilize Earth's axial tilt, which keeps our climate relatively predictable. Without it, the balance of the planet could slowly begin breaking apart. The first major effects would appear in the oceans. Tides across Earth would suddenly become chaotic as the moon's gravitational pull disappeared almost instantly. Some coastlines might experience strange tidal surges, while others would see weak, unstable tides unlike anything recorded before. Ocean ecosystems that evolved around precise lunar cycles would begin collapsing. Many species of fish, crabs, shellfish, and microscopic organisms rely on tides for survival. Suddenly disrupting those cycles could destroy entire marine food chains. And then humanity would realize the real nightmare had only begun. The moon's destruction would leave behind billions of tons of debris trapped inside Earth's gravitational influence. Not every fragment would fly harmlessly into deep space. Many pieces would eventually begin falling toward Earth. At first, people would probably celebrate the incredible meteor showers filling the sky. Every night would look like a cosmic fireworks display. Bright streaks of light would race overhead as small lunar fragments burned in the atmosphere. Tourists and photographers would gather outside to witness the spectacle. But the excitement would not last long, because some pieces of the moon would be enormous. Even an asteroid only a few kilometers wide can wipe out entire civilizations. The moon contains enough material to bombard Earth continuously for years. Huge lunar fragments crashing into the atmosphere would create terrifying shockwaves, powerful enough to flatten cities before impact even occurred. Others would strike oceans directly, generating tsunamis hundreds of meters tall, capable of destroying entire coastlines. Imagine giant flaming rocks falling from the sky while massive walls of water swallow coastal cities across the planet. Countries would declare global emergencies immediately. Air travel would become dangerous as debris repeatedly entered Earth's atmosphere. Satellites orbiting Earth would begin getting destroyed by fast-moving lunar fragments, knocking out communications, navigation systems, and global internet infrastructure. Modern civilization depends heavily on satellites, and suddenly space around Earth would become one of the most dangerous environments imaginable. The psychological impact on humanity would also be devastating. For thousands of years, the moon represented stability. It inspired religion, art, literature, music, and mythology across nearly every civilization on Earth. Lovers watched moonlit skies. Ancient people believed gods lived there. Astronauts walked on its surface. Now imagine standing outside at night and seeing only broken fragments drifting through space where the moon once existed. Humanity would feel as though reality itself had been damaged. Religious panic and conspiracy theories would spread rapidly. Some people would believe the apocalypse had begun. Others might claim aliens destroyed the moon or that governments were hiding the truth. Global fear could trigger mass unrest in many parts of the world. Meanwhile, Earth's environment would slowly begin changing. The moon helps stabilize Earth's tilt as our planet rotates. Without that stabilizing effect, Earth's axis could gradually begin wobbling more dramatically over long periods of time. Scientists believe this could eventually produce extreme climate instability. Some regions of Earth might suffer brutal ice ages, while others become unbearably hot deserts. Seasonal patterns humanity relies on for agriculture could shift unpredictably. But another terrifying problem would appear much sooner. Dust from repeated lunar impacts could begin filling Earth's atmosphere. Large asteroid impacts already have the power to block sunlight for months or years. If enough moon debris struck Earth over time, temperatures across the planet could begin dropping. Crops would fail. Food shortages would spread globally. Wildfires ignited by impacts could burn across forests and cities simultaneously, while dark clouds covered the skies. Human civilization would enter survival mode. Governments might attempt building underground shelters to protect populations from impacts. Scientists would desperately track incoming lunar fragments, trying to predict collisions before they happened. Space agencies could launch emergency missions attempting to redirect dangerous rocks using advanced spacecraft or nuclear explosions. But the scale of the disaster would be overwhelming. Humanity has never faced a crisis involving an entire destroyed moon orbiting the planet. Animals would suffer too. Many species evolved alongside the moon for millions of years. Sea turtles use moonlight to navigate beaches after hatching. Coral reefs depend on lunar cycles for synchronized spawning. Predators hunt according to moonlight brightness. Migrating birds navigate, partly using celestial patterns. Removing the moon would disrupt ecosystems worldwide in ways scientists still cannot fully predict. And perhaps one of the most frightening possibilities is that Earth would lose a giant natural shield. Over billions of years, the moon absorbed countless asteroid impacts that might otherwise have struck Earth directly. Its scarred surface is proof of how violent space truly is. Without the moon, our planet could become far more vulnerable to future cosmic collisions. But what could realistically destroy the moon? The terrifying truth is that blowing apart a world that large would require unimaginable energy. Even the most powerful nuclear weapons ever created are insignificant compared to the force needed to completely shatter the moon. Some science fiction stories imagine antimatter weapons, alien civilizations, or rogue planets colliding with it. In reality, no known natural process could suddenly explode the moon overnight. Yet the universe is filled with violent events. Entire planets collide. Stars explode into supernovas. Black holes rip apart matter. Galaxies crash into one another across billions of years. Scientists believe the moon itself may have formed after a Mars-sized object slammed into Earth long ago during the early solar system. Planetary destruction is not impossible. It has happened before. If the moon exploded tomorrow, humanity would probably survive the first few hours. There would be no instant extinction event, but slowly, day after day, civilization would begin realizing how dependent Earth truly was on that silent glowing world above us. The moon controls tides, stabilizes Earth's rotation, influences ecosystems, protects the planet from impact, inspires human culture, and perhaps most importantly, it reminds humanity that we exist inside a universe far larger and more dangerous than we often realize. The next time you look up at the moon glowing peacefully in the night sky, remember something terrifying. That giant world above Earth is not just decoration. It is one of the invisible forces helping keep humanity alive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing space and science content from Cosmic Edge X.